Welcome to NHL Hockey News Report. Today we have another season preview, and we have the Lightning, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and we have a whole thing here. Today I changed it up a little because it's different for some of the things like key players. We had injured bounce back players. I had never thought of that, and breakout players for next year. There's a couple that I had there. So let's go on to the Tampa Bay Lightning forwards. Here we go. So the first one, LA did a little trade, the first trade of the year with Tampa, and they got Andy Andreakov for Peter Budaj with a backup goalie, and they went to the minors, and Domingue was the second line goalie, so they kind of gave it back to him, like, here you go. We don't know if Jack Campbell or Budaj will be the backup goalie. We'll see who fights for it, but they did love Budaj, so. Alright, here we go. So, Andy Andreakov with LA for 4 years, not much goals. He only put 13 goals in his career with 11 assists in his career and 24 points in his career, and he's a -6 in his career. So, he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. This year he put 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points in 45 games. If he can play 60 in 2015-16 like he did, he put 8 goals, 2 assists for 10 points. That's the max he can probably ever do. Maybe 10 goals. We'll say around 10 15 points is the max he can ever do. That's all. That's the most, I think. Let's see. That's the only time he played, so he was scratched a lot or was hurt. I don't know much about Andy Andreakov, but that's what he is. Now, next we have is Ryan Callahan, a long-time Ranger captain, and then he got sold to Tampa a while ago, so not new news at all, but he is an alternate captain. He is 33 years old now, so he's getting up there, but he played so many years with the Rangers, and then he went to Tampa. Now, he's been in Tampa for 5 years, his 5th year, and he's been slowing down, let's say, because he's getting older. Not what he used to be, never what he used to be, let's say, at all. He used to be way better. Yeah, that's what I really mean, and I can see why they got him. Sold him for Marty St. Louis back then, but let's look at him. Alright, here we go. So, 5 goals, 13 assists for 18 points for him this year, and 67 games for a -4 and 18 points. 16-17 season, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, -4 in 18 games, that's why. I don't think 14-15 was his last big year. Since 2011-12, he got 54 points just like that. He's not going to get 54 points anymore. He's not that producer anymore. He's too old for that now. So he might put around the best, I would say, 15 to 20, depending if he gets injured or not. So we'll see. Alright, next we have is Chiarelli. And here we go. So, actually, I got new markers today, so it doesn't look so horrible, the markers. So, we have Anthony Chiarelli. He's a center, 21 years old, nice young person. 17-18 this past season was his first year in the NHL. 5 goals, 6 assists, and 18 points. 18 games played, 11 points, a +11. Oh, I'm pretty impressed with him, Let's see his career stats. In the Syracuse clutch, he put 14 goals, 23 assists, with 37 points with 51 games. Alright, I'm pretty impressed with Anthony Chiarelli. I am pretty impressed. See how he does. Now we have next is Concha. I forgot how you say your name. I can't believe it. I remembered and I can't remember now. Cody Kanye or something like that. So, he was never drafted, okay. So, he started in Tampa, and then he went to Ottawa for 2 years, then Buffalo, to Islanders, and then last 2 years he's been back with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So here we go. 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points in 36 games. It's okay, I would say, not the best. He also played in the Syracuse Clutch, with 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points in 18 games. So he played around 50 games, I would say, 50 to 60 games. That's what I would say. Not the biggest person, maybe you would say around, fourth line, third to fourth line, max. If someone gets hurt, third line, definitely fourth line, maybe. Yanni Gourde is another great young talented player we all know. 26 years old, 25 goals, 39 assists, 64 points. 16-17 season, 8 points, 6 goals, 2 assists in 20 games. But all 82 games with 64 points and a plus 34. Really impressive. I'm really impressed with him this year. See what he has done. In 16-17, with the Syracuse Clutch, he put 48 points up, 22 goals, 26 points. Pretty good, and now he's definitely not going back to there again. I would say. Alright, next is Tyler Johnson, the second line center, third line, maybe on the wing, maybe sometimes. Here we go. So, Tyler Johnson, I would say last year he had a really good, strong season. He is 28 years old. He actually put 50 points, tied with his second best career points ever. 21 goals, 29 assists, 72 points was his best year in 14 to 15. Definitely had a better year this year than 16-17 after not making the playoffs, and he was just the first line center. It's too much for him because you need Stamkos there. But if they didn't have Stamkos this year, I felt like they wouldn't make it. I don't know. That's hard to think. But let's go on to Alex Formon. He's your left winger there. 28 years old, 47 points, a better year than 36 points in 16-17 season. 15 goals, 32 assists. So he puts more assists than, his usual. Yeah, that's the most he ever put for assists. And a little disappointed on goals. I wish he put 16-17 season was his best year for goals, and that was 19 goals. So hopefully around 20 next year to beat his record, Really big fan. Plus 22. And I don't know if he's going to get 47 points next year. I don't see that. Maybe around 40 to 35, I'm thinking. So, sorry to make him feel a little bad, but just saying. So next we have your all-time right winger, Nikita Kucherov here. And this is what everybody loved. Saw how good he is. 25 years old. That's all he is, running his way through. 100 points last year. 17-18 season. This past year. 39 goals, 61 points for a plus 15 in 80 games. Very good. I could actually see next year maybe 95, 90, because at the end of the year he's starting to slow down a little, I felt like. So maybe I say 90 next year. Because it's going to be hard for him to do 100 points back to back. We'll see how that whole thing goes. Maybe I'm wrong. You never know. Alright, next we have is JT Miller. Here we go. 25 years old, former Ranger for 6-7 years. 10 goals, 8 assists, 18 points. So he had 58 points all together. Actually 18 points in 19 games when he was with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Outstanding by him. Alright, we have next is OJ Palat. He's your left winger, and he's 27 years old, 35 points. This is his worst year, I would say, ever. Because 16-17 season, 52, 40, 63, 59, and then 4. So, you know what I mean? He needs to get he's a bounce back candidate there. He needs to have a breakout. He would go on the breakout side, I think. Alright, so we have the next one. is Braden Point. And this guy I put as a breakout candidate even more. He put 66 points. I feel like he can get 70 to 75 points easily. 32 goals, 34 assists, plus 18, 66 points in all 82 games. Pretty good. And then you got Steven Stamkos that bounced back so good after his knee injury from being out the whole year after that. We didn't know what would ever happen to him, but 27 goals, 59 points, 86 points for a plus 18 in 78 games. Pretty good. I think got hurt a little at the end of the year there, but he recovered and did good during the playoffs. Now next we have is the defenseman, Braden Colborne. Colborne. Oh my goodness, sorry, Colborne. Here we go. 33 years old. He actually was drafted by the Atlanta Thrashers in first round, 8th. You know, not the best to be 8th round. I mean, 8th pick overall. You know, 1 goal, 14 assists, 15 points, plus 3. Not the best. So, I don't see much. So, Jake Dotchin is next. So, let's look at him. Alright, so Jake Dotchin. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. Well, we know. The 24-year-old. Okay. 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points in 48 games. Okay, you can probably put him with Coburn. I'm thinking. Next you have Sugachev. You're young defenseman, and I hate to bring this up again, with the Montreal trade, the Druin for Sugachev. He's traded by Mark Bergevin, you know. I would rather see Galchenyuk for Druin instead of Mikhail Sergachev for Druin. 20 years old, strong on the puck as ever. 9 goals, 31 points, 40 points, plus 11, and I say he's going to have even a bigger breakout year. He's a great player. Great drafting him by Montreal, you know what I mean? Not in Tampa, but... Alright, Stroman's the last one we have here. And Stroman, 32 years old, getting up there in age. He actually was drafted by Toronto in the 7th round. Started with Toronto, first 2 years, then went to Columbus, 2 years, then Rangers for 3 years, and then Tampa for 4 years, and they keep on going, right? 4 goals, 14 assists with 18 points. He's slowing down from his best year was 39 points in 14 to 15, 15 to 16, 34, 16 to 17, 22, 17 to 18, 18 points. So I see a difference. It's slowing down, maybe around 15 to 20 points, I say. Maybe he has a little bounce back. We'll see how it goes. Alright, next we have us Andrei Vavilevsky. Here we go. 6'3", 24 years old. Great age to have. He was dominant both for the whole year, I would say. There's nothing more to say than that. You know, he is, let's see, when was he drafted? First round, 19th pick in 2012. Not bad, and he's only 24, and a good starter. A 24-year-old is still a backup goalie, but he is 44 wins, 17 losses. Pretty good on a goals against average, 262. Alright, not bad at all. Pretty good. And what's the all types? See, pretty good he has done, you know. Nothing but great. Alright, Louis Domingue with the whole Arizona trade and giving some people over and Tom McGinn and all that. Here we go. So Louis Domingue, he actually played pretty good for them. 26-year-old, a little bit older. 7 wins, 3 losses for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but in the 17-18 season, the beginning of the year with Arizona, he lost all 6 games. With a 433 goals against average, now a 289 for his goals against average with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now next we have is different little things, key players, injured bounce back candidates, breakout guys. Let's look at them. So let me take out I got a new highlighter. I got a new Here we go. A brand new one. Look at that. Brand new. Feels so good to have a brand new one. So we know that Braden Point, great. Wow, looks so good. Sergachev, Yanni Gord, Vasilevsky, Miller. Great players who are going to break out. Especially the one I'm going to say break out even more. I like to see Sergachev. The most, I would say. Vasilevsky already broke out, I would say. And Yanni Gord. Braden Point has broken out a lot, but maybe a little bit more, I would say. So some bounce back players is Corey McDonough. He was hurt when they traded him to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hedman was hurt, couldn't play in the All-Star game. Key players that are really good, Sergachev, of course. Stamkos. Hedman, these two. Of course, McDonough, that second line pair you can put. Point, of course. Yanni Gord, of course. And Johnson, I would say, too. You almost highlight everyone, basically. It's really good. And some players that, you know, can be on the fourth line or can still help to get that depth, I would say, is still Ryan Kelly. He has experience. Young players are like, well, he doesn't score goals. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't put up assists that much. He's just old. Get rid of him. Well, he has a lot of experience, so has very much experience. Sorry, guys. You know, it's gonna do very good for them. Another guy that could help him out is Andy Andreikoff. I would say a lot because he's going to bring that roughness to the team. I think a little. Even Kanye over here will also help out. I think OJ Palat is gonna have a bounce back season. I'm going to put that right here too. OJ Palat. He's going to also bounce back season. He's going to have a really good season, I think. So if he can have a really good season, we all know he's going to have the best season of his life if he can. And Strawman, of course, he's getting older. Hopefully he has a bounce back season too. So thanks for watching this NHL Hockey News Report. And guess what? This is not even zoomed in all the way, is it? There you go. Now you can see what I have done, and this is Lightning season preview. If you want to learn about Top Shelf Hockey, he does trades, looks at trades, trade rumors, draft picks, all of that. So check out his channel at Top Shelf Hockey. And ding, hit that bell, subscribe, like, share that. Share this video to anyone you want. And this is NHL Hockey News Report. See you later.